Hi, so today's video is going to be really fun. I'm going to be doing a Barbie inspired makeup look. Now, I'm not a huge Barbie fan. I never really played with Barbies as a kid, and I haven't watched the movie yet either, but I am planning on watching it. And also, I don't really like pink. I don't own many pink things at all. This is literally the only pink top I could find. And I don't really like a bold pink eyeshadow either, but I thought it would be really fun to finally play with some color, because I rarely ever do that. I usually just stick to my natural, neutral colors, especially when it comes to eyeshadow. So I think it will be really fun for me to step out of my comfort zone a bit and create something a bit more different. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It means so much to me. And now let's get into it. Okay, it is really gloomy and rainy outside, so I feel like I'm looking a bit darker than usual, and I really honestly don't know how to fix that. So I'm hoping it's still gonna look good. I feel like my background looks kind of dark, but hopefully it's gonna look okay. This is a gray hair. I just keep finding these random gray hairs. Okay. Anyways, the only pink eyeshadow I own in my collection is this Colourpop Smoke and Roses palette, but this is not really pink. It's more, I mean it is pink, but it's more like muted pinks. I do think I'm going to use some shades from this palette, but the other palette that I actually have decluttered from my collection, so it's not really in my collection, it's sitting in a box for me to give away, is this Beige Cosmetics Sweet Shoppe Cotton Candy palette. These are discontinued, and I never really used this one. It's a brand new palette and I never used it, and pretty much these are the only two really bright pink eyeshadows I own, so I'm mostly gonna use these two. I think I'm gonna use this matte pink, and I'm gonna try and create a smoky winged liner with that, and then I'm just gonna use this kind of all over my lid. I think that's what I'm gonna do, but we'll see if that's actually gonna end up working. But first, I do want to have something in my crease, so I'm gonna take this Colourpop Smoke and Roses palette, and I'm gonna take my Colourpop E22 brush, and I'm just gonna dip in one of the more cooler toned transition shades. Maybe this one is called Say It's True. I'm not sure if this is even gonna show up on my skin tone, but let's try it out. Okay, that's really powdery. I'm just gonna put this in my crease just so I have some color. Well, that did not do much, but okay. So now I'm just gonna take this random art store brush that I usually use for my brows, and I'm gonna dip into this pink shade. I'm kind of thinking it's a bit too light, so maybe I should mix in a bit of this color. I don't know, let's start with this one and we'll see what happens. That's a really vibrant pink shade. That's really light, but let's try and figure this out. I'm gonna now kind of blend this or connect it to my crease so I get a bit of a different shape. Something like that. I just think this is too light. Is it though? I'm not sure. I'm afraid that if I mix this purple, it's gonna look too purple. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly do this on the other eye, and then I'll think about if this is too light or not. I mean, I feel like this is really light, but let's put the shimmer all over the lid, and hopefully that's gonna save this look a bit. So I'm just gonna use this shimmery shade with my finger all over my lid. This is like that perfect Barbie pink. This is literally the perfect Barbie pink shimmer. I'm just gonna put this above my lid as well. And I'm just gonna go back to my brush and kind of go over this liner. And I think that's kind of cute. It's not really what I had in mind, but it's kind of cute. I'm tempted to go over my wing with this shade, but this is kind of really purple. I think I'm gonna try and ever so slightly go over my wing with this purpley shade. Okay, I think that's a lot better now. Okay, let me go and clean up this mess real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I do kind of like this. It's definitely really bold for me, but it is kind of fun. I do really like it. I just quickly prepped my skin off camera, and now I'm gonna go in with this Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer, and I'm just gonna use this all over my face for some glow. It is quite later in the day. I'm not really going anywhere after this. I just wanted to sit down and play with some makeup. Now for foundation, I'm gonna try and scrape what's left of this Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation in the shade 51 Light Vanilla. I literally have to take this off and then scrape from here because I am literally out of this. And I'm just gonna use my Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush to apply foundation. Just gonna go for a very sheer layer of this. I'm not feeling particularly chatty today, so it's gonna be a bit more of a quiet video. So hopefully this makeup is gonna cheer me up a bit, and it already has. I think this is such a fun and different eye look from what I usually do. I love this Sigma brush because it just it's not as dense, so it just shears out foundations really nicely. And now I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury color corrector in the shade medium. And I'm going to apply it with the Sigma 4D HD Precision brush. I feel like I've been using the Natasha Denona color corrector a lot, so I wanted to switch it up a bit and use this one instead. I really wanted to pick up the Huda Beauty color corrector, but I have already seen reviews because I just could not escape them. And a lot of people have said that it's like really dark for fair skin tones. So now I'm kind of not sure if I should pick it up because it's really expensive and I don't want to waste my money if it's going to be too dark for me. And for concealer, I'm going to use the Milk Future Fluid Concealer in the shade 4N. I'm just going to use this on my under eyes. And I'm going to blend that with the Rose Ink Concealer brush. I'm just not going to use any concealer anywhere else. I feel like my skin is doing pretty well and I do not want a lot of coverage. I just kind of want to keep the skin really fresh and glowy. Now I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Amber Suede because I want a bit more of a contour shade to match these cool toned vibes. vibes. And I'm using my Rare Beauty foundation brush to blend this out. I have been really missing out on all the new launches. I think I might do an order on Cool Beauty maybe next week. There's so many things I want to get. I want to get the new NARS liquid blush, the new NARS lipstick, what else, the new V lipstick, the new V bronzer, just so many new launches and I don't have anything, but hopefully next week I'm gonna do a cult beauty order. I'm just gonna use some of this on my nose. Let's add a bit more of this, why not? Now I'm gonna set my under eyes with this Makeup Forever Ultra HD powder, and I'm just gonna use this small dry beauty sponge. I've never used this powder that way, so let's give it a go. This is the most blurring powder I own. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Skin is feeling kind of a bit more dry today, so I'm not sure if this was the smartest move, but let's move on. And now I'm just gonna take this Real Technique setting brush and I'm gonna use some of this powder in the center of my face. And for blush, I mean, it's kind of obvious. I'm gonna use the Dior Rosy Glow Blush in the shade Pink because this is the most pink blush I own. And I'm gonna use this Colourpop F32 brush to apply the blush. I'm just gonna put it very high on my cheeks. Oh, I forgot highlighter. I always do this. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna use highlighter after. The blush kind of combined with my skin tone looks a lot warmer than the eyeshadow, but I do think it kind of looks okay. Just gonna press everything in with this. I mean, it was damp this morning, now it's pretty much a dry beauty sponge. I feel like products are kind of sitting on my skin a bit heavy, so I'm gonna use the MAC Fix Plus. This is the Gold Light one, just gonna try and melt everything together because it's looking kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's not really melted into my skin. I'm just gonna let this dry for a minute. Okay, maybe I did put a bit much, but okay. Well, let's use highlighter. I thought this Rose Ink highlighter in the shade Opalescent would be perfect because it's more of a pinky shade. So I'm just gonna use this in my inner corners as well. Let's start from there. Well, let's use some on my nose. And on the bare bone as well. Okay, and now for my cheeks, I'm just gonna use my finger and kind of melt the product with my finger because it's feeling a bit dry. And then I'm just gonna put that on my cheeks. I feel like I'm looking really glowy, but let's add a bit more glow. Why not? Okay, that was maybe a bit much. Okay, that is actually so pretty. I'm just gonna go back to this blush brush and I'm just gonna press whatever's left on my cheek just so there's no harsh lines between the highlighter and the blush. Let's quickly finish the lower lash line. I'm just gonna start with the matte pink and then I'll see if I'm gonna add any glitter or any shimmer there. And I'm gonna use this Colourpop E29 brush. It's a really small flat brush. Flat or fluffy? It's kind of fluffy, kind of flat. I mean, let's give it a go, why not? I'm just gonna dip into this same shimmery shade I used all over my lid. And let's try it out. Yeah, I think that's kind of fun. I mean, pretty much fell all over my under eyes, but it's okay. Makeup is so fun. Like, I would never usually do this, but I think it looks so fun. Now, quickly gonna go off camera and do my brows and curl my lashes, and I'll be right back. And for mascara, I'm still using my L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. And now for lips, I don't have a pink lipstick, so what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna line my lips with a lip liner, and then I'm gonna pat some of this blush on my lips because I just don't own anything this pink. So I'm just not sure what lip liner to use. Should I use NYX Mauve or NYX Nude Beige? I just want to add a bit definition. I feel like mauve is a bit too mauvey, but then this one is a bit too beigey. Let's try Nude Beige just to kind of add literally a bit definition. I think that might work. I'm just gonna blend the edges with my finger. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do now, and now I'm just gonna take some of this blush on my finger, and let's see if this is gonna work out. Because this blush is really not swatching that well. I mean, it's kind of working, but I think I should have something for it to stick on. Now I'm gonna take my Essence High Shine Gloss, and I'm gonna put this on top. I think I could use some more pinks, so I'm actually gonna take some of this pink shadow on my finger, and I'm gonna press this into my lips. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, yeah, I feel like that's kind of what I was going for. And I think that's pretty much it. Here's the finished Barbie inspired makeup look. Okay, and that's my finished Barbie inspired makeup look. I think this turned out so good, so much better than I even expected. I love this lip combination that I did. I feel like I could do this a bit more because I feel like it looks really nice. Let me just blend out a bit more. Yeah, I love the lip combo. It's like a really nice pink situation. I love that. I also really like the eyes. I feel like they're more on the simple side, but it's still pretty bold for me since I never wear this way bright pink. But yeah, I think this actually turned out pretty good. I'm really happy with the finished makeup. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.